Hello everybody, it is time to service the lawn equipment for the 2023 season. First I'm going to start by washing everything up and getting everything cleaned up real good. Let's get started. A little while later everything is all washed up and looking nice. Might throw a little polish on it next. And then I'll service the spark plugs and air filters and change the oil in the lawnmower. Let's get the oil changed on the lawnmower. I'll go ahead and drain the oil and then go get the oil a month or two from now. Or do I already have it in stock? Let's see. Well, look at that. How about being prepared? Got the oil changed. Now I will do a drop of oil on the wheels. Here's the air filter for the PE 2400 Echo Edger. Let's get this installed right quick. I've now got my filters for the various lawn equipment. Start getting those installed now. The GT225L string trimmer. And there's a look at the old filter. Definitely overdue for a replacement. Here's the new one. Much better. And that is complete. So I did the PE 2400 edger yesterday, so now I'll go ahead and do the blower. And the blower is a PB 2520. It's got a slightly different filter. This one just has two tabs that squeeze and it pops open. There's the old filter on this one. Not horrible, but definitely worthy of a replacement. And there it is. It does have to go a certain way. First time I changed it, so I learned something new. And now for the lawnmower. And this one's not horrible, but I'll go ahead and just save that for a spare. And there's the new one. And it's in the little housing. And just twist back onto place. And I did find my spark plug cleaner, so I can go ahead and get some more of this knocked out. There's the spark plug in the PE 2400. Doesn't want to focus on that. Doesn't look too bad. I'll go run it through the cleaner and see. And here's that spark plug all cleaned up and ready to go back in. Let's clean the spark plug in the Echo string trimmer. Here's what this one looks like. I'm going to run it through the spark plug cleaner, hit it with the wire brush, and then spray it with some Berryman's B12, and then it should be good enough to put back in. And there's this one. It turned out pretty nice as well. Ready to go back in. Now let's do the blower. And here's what this one looks like. And here's this one all done. It cleaned up pretty well. It'll be a little hard to see that. I'll have to move over here in the light. There you go. That looks pretty good. Now I will demonstrate how I clean a spark plug. Step 1, remove. Now let's take a look at what it looks like before. Nice and black. Needs a little servicing. Let's go to the next step. Next is a run through the spark plug cleaner. Spark plug cleaner. And there's what it looks like right out of the spark plug cleaner. Much better. The next part in the process, I take my wire brush and just work off any stubborn carbon or debris or whatever you have on there. Looking even better still. Now the last step is get my Berryman's B12 out and get the last bit of stuff that's on there. I can get a little better indication on what it's looking like now. Then I can go one more round with my wire brush to get a little bit more carbon off. And then one last blast. And we're looking pretty darn good. Now I can reinstall this in the engine. And that is done. I guess the next thing will be is the blades, and then everything will be done. Should be ready to start them up and test them out. Let's see if we can get that edger blade replaced. It's a 17mm nut on here. And it is reverse thread. And that is done. Not too big of a deal. And now I have my lawnmower blade sharpened. I put it in a vise and I sharpen it with a file by hand. Doesn't take me very long and minimal material is removed, so that's what my aim is, to prolong the life of my blades as much as possible. So it's may not be perfect, but it's pretty good. Good enough for what I do. So we'll get that blade swapped out, and then the other blade will be sharpened and put away and will be swapped out when this one gets dull, and I just keep swapping them out as necessary throughout the season. Okay, let's get this blade swapped out. My lawnmower is a 5/8 bolt that attaches the blade. And this one's taking a pretty good chunk out of it there, so that'll have to be worked out. And nothing abnormal on this side. Good and snug.